AITA for secretly changing my son's name after my SIL stole IT for a baby first. My wife, 29F, and I, 31M, were expecting our first child, a baby boy. Like many first-time parents, we were over the moon, shopping for baby stuff, designing the nursery, and daydreaming about what kind of parents we'd be. One of the most exciting parts was choosing his name. Pretty early in the pregnancy, maybe around 14 weeks, we stumbled upon the perfect name. It was unique, but not weird, classic, but still fresh. Even better, it had sentimental value for both sides of our families. First name, middle name, and of course the last name matched ours. We both agreed instantly. This is it. This is his name. We kept it to ourselves. Not because we're secretive, but because we didn't want anyone's unsolicited opinions, potential judgment, or, God forbid, anyone stealing it. We've seen that happen before in other families, and we figured, let's just wait until he's born to share it. Now here's where things started going sideways. My brother, 33M, and his wife, Stell, 32F, were also expecting a baby, due about 2.5 months before us. We were thrilled about the idea of our sons growing up as best friends and cousins, so close in age. But one day, totally out of nowhere, Estelle casually dropped in a conversation. "Oh, I heard you guys picked name. It's so adorable. Love it. Can't wait to meet little name." My wife and I just froze, stared at each other, stared at her, because we never told anyone, not a soul. I asked her as casually as I could, "Oh, how did you hear that?" She just smiled in that annoying, dismissive way and said, "Oh, it just came up. Word gets around." Nope, nobody knew. It wasn't possible for word to get around because the only people who knew were me and my wife. That night, I called my brother and asked if he knew how she found out. He sighed and said, "Yeah, you know how she is. She likes to poke around. She probably saw it written down somewhere. She's nosy. Don't make a big deal." Like, what? Just casually brushing off the fact that his wife apparently snoops through our private stuff like it's completely normal. Fast forward a couple of months. My nephew is born. Everyone's happy. My wife and I are genuinely excited for them, despite the weirdness. Then the name announcement drops on Facebook. I open it. I read it. I read it again. It's our name. First name, middle name, last name, the entire name. I honestly thought it was a mistake. Some glitch. Maybe she accidentally typed our name instead of theirs. Nope. My brother calls me within minutes. And this is exactly how the conversation goes. "Hey, just want to give you a heads up before you see the post. Yeah, we decided to go with name. Look, I know you guys liked it, but Isael really fell in love with it. And honestly, since you and I have matching names like twins, she thought it'd be cute for our sons to share the same name too. She just really wanted that connection. And, she had a rough labor, so let's not make a thing out of it, okay?" I was speechless. I just sat there processing that my brother was telling me to just accept that they took our son's full name because his wife thought it was cute. Broken heart, the devastation. My wife was heartbroken. She cried. She felt betrayed, not just by them stealing the name, but also because it made her feel like all the excitement and joy of preparing for our son had been tarnished. We went back and forth for hours. Do we fight them on this? Do we confront them publicly? Do we just swallow it? At the end of the day, we realized something. We weren't willing to have our son grow up with the exact same full name as his cousin born just months before. Forget the emotional stuff for a second. Think about the logistics. Same schools, same doctor's offices, same dentist, same birthday party invites, same family gatherings. 2 boys with the same first, middle, and last name? What nightmare. So, we came up with a plan. We quietly chose a new name. It wasn't our original perfect choice, but it was beautiful, meaningful, and still felt right for our son. But, and here's where I might be the AH, we didn't tell anyone. We pretended. We pretended for months that we were still using the old name. Smiled and nodded whenever someone asked how old name was doing in the belly. Let my brother and SIL continue thinking they'd won the name game. Why? Because in our state, parents have 6 months after a birth to change a baby's name on the birth certificate without major legal hassle. We knew that if we announced the new name before that deadline passed for their son, there was a very real chance that SGL would decide she liked the new name too and try to take it again. She did it once. We weren't taking chances. Once that 6-month mark came and went for my nephew, we started telling people. Announced it on social media. Sent out texts with cute pictures. Made it public. Our son's real name is new name. Reactions? My parents. Honestly, good for you. After what they pulled, we get it. My sisters, completely justified. No notes. My in-laws. Absolutely the right move. Everyone got it. Well, almost everyone. Cue my brother blowing up my phone, calling me petty, sneaky, underhanded. Said I blindsided them. Said I took away the beautiful connection his wife wanted between the two cousins. Direct quote. You did this in secret just to hurt her. You're a dick for pulling something like this on family. I told him flat out, no. What's a dick move is your wife stealing the exact full name we chose. That was a betrayal. We just made the best decision for our son. His defense? It's just a name. People share names all the time. You're acting like you own it. This is gatekeeping at its finest. I shot back with, yeah, people share first names. Maybe sometimes middle names. But first, middle, and last? Two boys, same family, same age? You're delusional if you think that's normal. He went quiet for a bit and then mumbled something about how it's not that big of a deal before hanging up. SIL is apparently devastated. Not because she cares about my son's well-being, obviously, but because her fantasy of two matching name cousins is ruined. Brother and I are barely speaking. When we do, it's cold, passive-aggressive texts. Family gatherings are tense. The weird part? Neither he nor SGL ever once apologized for stealing the name in the first place. They genuinely believe that what they did was perfectly fine, and that we're the villains for quietly reclaiming our autonomy. Was it petty to play along and not tell them we changed the name? Should we have just confronted them outright from the start? Or were we justified in protecting our child from a lifetime of confusion, frustration, and being a footnote in someone else's cute cousin idea? Honestly, we don't regret it. Our son has a beautiful name that's his and his alone. But still, AITA,